Hey Rattlers! My name is Alondra Ponce and I graduated last year from Rancho Mirage High School. I am now going to a school in the East Coast where it's very cold, but you get to see the leaves change colors. That's something that you don't get to see here. I go to Harvard and it's been a really humbling experience there that I'd love to share with you.
So tell us a little bit about Harvard itself.
Yeah, so I think all of the freshmen there have been really humbled by their experience and their acceptance there because it's one of the most prestigious schools I think in the world. But everyone is so passionate and dedicated to what they're doing, and I think that that's what makes all the difference, is having a passion and an enthusiasm to do something, which is really what gets kids going and working so hard. Everyone is just incredibly talented.
So what are you studying at Harvard?
Right now I'm thinking about doing astrophysics or physics with a secondary, which is a minor, in maybe public policy or computer science.
What made you decide that you wanted to major in astrophysics?
I think it was junior year. I had my last class was physics, and before that I really wanted to do chemistry, but I knew that I wasn't very good. So I tried out physics and I instantly fell in love with it because they were just so... With physics you can learn about almost everything, about why a pencil drops to the floor.
Tell us about your favorite experience at Rancho Mirage High School.
I think my favorite experience overall, and it didn't have to do, the extracurriculars were really helpful and I got to meet a lot of really great and interesting people, but I think talking to teachers and staff has been one of my favorite things while at RMHS because everyone is just so welcoming and there are so many resources for you here, and the teachers are just absolutely incredible. We have a really great staff.
So speaking about extracurriculars, what were you a part of when you went to school here?
Yeah, so we're in the theater. I was the president of the student management team at the HG PAC, so that I actually spent a lot of my time here for the last 4 years. I was president of the math lab, so some of you have gone there, and it's a peer tutoring program. I did varsity girls tennis. I was captain for 2 years. I also did a few other extracurriculars here and there, a lot of leadership conferences and speaking at other events.
Advice for seniors that are graduating this year, what do you have for them?
Stay strong, work hard, don't procrastinate. And I say that even though I'm a huge hypocrite, I procrastinate all the time, but I think giving yourself at least 1 hour a day to do something related to schoolwork, if you're gonna do math, focus your time, 1 hour. Don't look at your phone, don't do other things. 1 hour, you can get it done, like that. But if you mope around all day and take your time doing something here and there, going on Netflix and stuff, you're not gonna be very productive with your time, and then you'll just end up hating yourself because you won't be done until 1 a.m. And I think that's something that I've had to learn throughout my college experience.
So what have you done in California for this month, the things that you've missed?
Oh, well, I definitely miss the weather, but I do love the weather in Boston. I've been going to the beach quite a lot just because they don't have very nice beaches in Boston. Hanging out with my dog, which, he's a huge part of my life, and just hanging out with family for the most part.
So you talked about Rancho Mirage High School. What about Harvard? Student life, how's it like? What's it like going there? How are the people, staff?
Yeah, so the students are, as I said, incredibly talented. And what I love most is that every conversation you have is just incredibly stimulating. You can go on talking about the weather and end up talking about Southeast Asian studies. So things like that have been just a really great experience and I think that's something that you don't really get in high school quite as much, and being at somewhere like Harvard that has so many really talented and intelligent people, you just get to learn so much, even when you don't even know that you're learning, but you're learning while you're having this conversation with another freshman who's done incredible things.
So you say you go to Harvard, let's put it up to the test. What's 176 times 2?
352.
Wow, you really do go to Harvard.
I'm Alondra.
And I'm Casey.